Okay, so if you have ever sat there just staring at your computer and wondering what kind of phrase to put on your digital design or your print on demand product, and you are tired of copying Etsy bestsellers, then this video is for you. I have sold over 384,000 digital designs on Etsy, and the majority of all of my top sellers have one thing in common, and that is words that sell. So take a look at these screenshots that are popping up on the screen now from my Etsy dashboard. So these are all listings that I have put up that have ranged anywhere from just a couple of $100s to in the tens of thousands of dollars, and they all have one thing in common, and that is some type of messaging that speaks to the person who is purchasing that design. So if you have ever felt stuck coming up with clever and new types of phrases for your digital designs or your print on demand products, you are not alone. And that is why I built my new GPT to solve this exact problem. Because honestly, if you are just busy replicating Etsy bestsellers with the phrases that have already been done, you are not going to get much traction unless you are taking the design style and changing that part completely, which is often more difficult to do. So this here is Witty Threads, and this is my custom GPT that I have been building and using myself to come up with all types of phrases for both print on demand products and for my digital design shop. Now, I do want to preface here that it says it creates safe, clever, fan, and niche phrases for designs and merch that are trademark safe. Now, I did build it with lots of clarification to say to avoid any type of trademark or copyright phrases. However, with AI, it is never 100%. So I did make it on here say to do your own due diligence if you are questioning a phrase or if a certain, let's say, character's name like Harry Potter pops up, if you are typing that in, to generally just avoid it or go and do a trademark or copyright search yourself. So it does work two ways. You can actually give it prompts to suggest fan-friendly things for SpongeBob fans, again, without crossing the line. I do want to just reiterate this because I know there are going to be people down in the comments saying that I am saying to go ahead and rip off TV shows, but there is a way to designs and print on demand products without crossing that trademark line. And so this is one of the ways that I have been able to create designs that sell really well and also print on demand products. So let's just use the one that I have as an example here. Create witty office themed phrases for shirts. And then it's going to give us here our office inspired, trademark safe, witty phrases for shirts that fans will instantly vibe with. And most of them are okay. The only one that I probably would ignore is the world's okayest boss, because for whatever reason, I think that one actually is definitely trademarked along with a few of the other types of office sayings. So again, just avoid the ones that, if you are familiar with the show, if you are doing it from this type of point, or you can just go and do a trademark search as well. Ones that I would definitely avoid are things like in my Angela era, judging you quietly, though Angela technically could be any person. Kevin's famous chili arc, not sure that I would go with that one either. Obviously, it's giving us character-inspired names because Kevin and Stanley and Angela are very common names, so it would be very hard to actually get a strike for something like this. However, it probably really will depend on what you are putting with the design. If you're putting a picture of Angela's face on the shirt, then definitely you are in that trademark and copyright situation that we don't want to be in. Of course, if you want to use this GPT for regular types of niches like occupations or hobbies or really anything, you can use ones that are formatted like this. So create phrases for nurses who love coffee, for example. I do recommend trying to cross niche it instead of just saying, give me a list of 10 nurse quotes, just because those are probably going to be already done and over with by at this point. So that's why I gave the example, create phrases for nurses who love coffee. So it's not going to just stop with giving you niche phrases for your t-shirt design or for your digital design. It's actually created to create the image prompt for you as well. So this one is create 10 positive affirmation type sayings for a design that has a cottage core and boho floral design. So it's meant to match this particular style. You can use these beginner prompts just by simply replacing the types of quotes that you want it to say and the type of style. You can just use this structure and copy and paste it. So then it's going to give me my 10 different, or you can change this to 20 or 30 different types of positive affirmation quotes that would go well with a cottagecore floral design. And then it's going to follow up with, would you like an AI image generation prompt for these designs for DALL-E 3, Midjourney, Ideogram, or to use right here in ChatGPT? Also, let me know what style you want the AI design prompt created in. This includes cottagecore, boho, kawaii, just for a few different examples. Definitely put this into any other type of style if you want that. And then specify which AI tool you're going to be using so it formats it correctly. So you can take this as far as you want. So I've actually said, give me 10 better ones because let's just say I don't like any of those. And the results are usually a little bit better. So I often will just do this to begin with right from the beginning. And I actually don't like any of those ones, but I do like this one. So I'm going to have it create me one for this particular quote for DALL-E 3 because I'll be using Kittl for this, and then have it create it in a cottagecore type of a style that has like magical types of elements because it has the word magical. So then I just followed up with create a prompt for DALL-E 3 for this one. Inhale the quiet, exhale the magic. Include some magical types of elements. So then this is the prompt right here. So then I will just take this and copy and paste this into my AI image generator wherever I'm using DALL-E 3. So I do want to point out that ChatGPT likes to always say color palette. And I have found that with DALL-E 3, if you use the word palette, it likes to put the actual color palette, like dots of the color or swatches of the colors. So I always either preface it to say, don't include the word color palette, but have the colors be whatever the colors are listed. You could also just go back with this and say, remove the word color palette, but it still include the colors, just so it doesn't include it in your prompt when you are copying and pasting. Also, more than likely, I would want to use this type of prompt for a Tumblr wrap, which is generally what I sell. So I would just remove the reference of the cottage girl and change this to a cottagecore scene. So over here in Kittl, I have generated a few different options. These ones, I did it without the text. So you can see this version here and this one, which I probably would do a version with the text and without the text. So you can see that this is a really pretty cottagecore type of a theme. For a Tumblr wrap, someone would theoretically put the name up and down the center here, and it would make for a really good custom or personalized type of design. And this one I'd probably just leave as is. Now, for the one that had the text, this is often an issue with DALL-E 3 where it's not going to spell it, but instead of wasting a ton of credits and regenerating it, I prefer just to do a quick fix with just typing out the text myself and not wasting any credits. To get rid of this, all I am going to do is click on the Kittl Copilot, which is right here. And then I'm going to click on erase and fill. So then I am just going to go over exactly where all of the messed up text is, because it's really easy just to add this type of script text or font in the same placement here with the text editor. And sometimes it will leave just a little bit, so I'm just going to go over that one again, and it will just remove that and fill with the background color. Then I've just clicked on the text button here and clicked on the add paragraph, typed out my quote, and then centered it. So it's centered like that. And now I'm just going to pick a font that looks similar to the one it had generated. So this one looks really good here. It's called Bistro Signature. Then I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger how it was and drag it back up here to the center. And that's really it for this example. So with the next ones, I'll show you some examples for t-shirt designs specifically or PNG designs. So for this example, I did create a list of 10 phrases for Highland cow lovers that would be for shirts with a snarky vibe. You can also do things like sarcastic or maybe just funny or really anything that you want. You just want to make sure, again, that you are trying to niche down a little bit than just an overall broad subject. So this first one here is really cute, messy hair, don't care. It's a Highland thing just because the Highland cows have lots of hair and it's usually messy and all over their face. So it definitely got that one right. Another good one would be this Highland hair, don't stare. So for the rest of this example and creating it with AI, this is what I'm going to use. It will then also give you prompts to further it along. So want me to lean in more edgy, cute, snarky, sarcastic, or bold humor. So I just went with create an image generation prompt for Highland hair, don't stare. The style should be retro, vintage, and a grunge aesthetic. And just because I forgot, I went and added rewrite it to have on a white background, as this is for a t-shirt design. So you can also include that in your original prompt, and I highly recommend it as it is much easier to remove the background when you are to the design stage. Now, this GPT is available down in the description if you do just want to purchase it. However, if you are a member of either of my 2 paid communities, the Design Club for Etsy or the Growth Community, it is available in both of those. So please don't purchase. There will be a post specifically for the new GPT in there. Okay, so over here in Kittl, I have generated 2 of the different sayings. So the first one was the Highland hair, don't stare, though I'm not sure why it generated the numbers. I didn't have any numbers in there, but this would be an easy removal of erasing them, or even just placing like a rectangle and then matching it with the color on top of it so you don't have to mess with it, and then just erase that as well. So to erase that, I will just go ahead and click on this and then click on the little eraser tool up here and then just remove it like that. So it's a really easy fix. And then click done. So I've just clicked on the square here, and then over here I've clicked on the color that the box was, which was black, and then went and got my little dropper or my little color picker tool, and then just went and got that shade of yellow or orange so that it's the same color. And then I can just size this down to whatever I need it to be, make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm just going to duplicate this, and there we have an easy fix. So now it is just the same color, assuming I can get it on top of there. And then I'm going to remove this little period here just because it doesn't make much sense. So again, just with my little eraser tool, and then I'm just going to basically make this a little bit smaller so it doesn't end up cutting any of the hair out, and then just erase that. And there we have it. So now 2 super cute designs to add for your print on demand shirts or for your digital designs, if that is what you are creating. And then if you are trying to just stay with one design tool, you can either add your mockups in here, or you can use some of Kittl's preset mockups. So all I've done is typed in image, or under image, I've just typed in mockup, which is right here. And they have lots of different types of mockups that you can choose if you don't already have your mockups purchased. Now, if I was going to be using this for a print on demand product, I would just turn down the transparency just a bit so that it looks more realistic of how this would actually end up being printed out. But if I was selling it as a digital design, then I would probably leave the transparency turned all the way up, because the creator or the crafter will have full control over that. With this method for first coming up with new and unique trending design phrases, as well as then creating your AI prompt, and then using a really all-in-one editing tool, you can really cut down your creation process all the way to your mockup process down to just minutes for each design. You can also use it to reverse engineer Etsy bestsellers to come up with something more unique and more trendy that is designed to still sell with some of those aspects of why it is selling, by adding in an image like this. I then use the prompt, turn this into an image prompt, but make it better and more unique, keeping the same style, because that is what's selling. And it did a really good job of coming up with a prompt that says a chubby, grumpy looking raccoon, but the quote is really good. If I'm cranky, it says bring me snacky. So for this one, I used the vintage drawing under the vector style so that I can change the color to be one of those monochrome colors that are really popular right now. I'm not sure that I necessarily love it. He's not as like retro or grungy looking that I would like, but it did do all of the text right as far as the majority of it. So because it's a vector image, I can now change the color to whatever I want it to be. So I'm just gonna go with this really like indigo blue that looks grungy or retro. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the eraser tool and rasterize this first. And then I can remove the little parts that actually was misspelled or just really additional text in here. And then we'll go ahead and remove the background, and then it's good to go. So again, I could just repeat the mock-up process all here in Kittl, and then make sure that I save this alone as the digital file part if it is for a digital design, or then I would be uploading this design to my print-on-demand partner. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, the link for the GPT will be down in the description below. But again, if you are a member, then be sure to check out either of the two communities, the Growth Club or the Design Club, as it will be available in both. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.